Hello crocheters, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet. This is Sylvia, and as you saw in the photos, my latest creation is the Crazy Cool Granny Square Poncho. Super colorful, very retro, 60s I think, 70s. The colors are amazing, aren't they? Now, what's really super important about this yarn that is being used for this poncho is it's very, very specific. It has got to look kind of like this. Okay, so you see how the color changes are very frequent. Red, blue, purple, orange, dark green, lighter orange, yellow, more purple, red. But the color changes are very frequent. That's what you want. That's what we need. You don't want to make the mistake of using this kind of a yarn. See how the color changes take a lot longer. So you're going to get a lot of rows of this green, a lot of rows of the blue, a lot of rows of that light pink, and then the mauve or whatever color that is, and then there's another light one down there. But that's not what we want. We want the color changes to be very frequent. So make sure you choose a yarn such as Super Saver Stripes, especially if you want to stay with that retro look and the super bright colors, which is actually the whole point of this design. So be careful with your yarn. I will leave a link in the description area below the video where you can get either this exact yarn or something very close to it. Okay, so below the video, it's going to say more, or it's going to have 3 little dots, something that you need to click on for that description box below the video to open up. So in addition to the yarn, we need scissors, we need a yarn needle, and the hook is an H as in honey, or a 5mm. So as you will see as this progresses, I have got a sit down with you. Please listen, please stick around for that. Watch it all the way through. I've got a lot of information on there. Oh, and before we get to that, I've got a couple of tips that I want to include right here. So one of them is to use a relaxed tension throughout. Very relaxed, okay? You don't want to tighten anything up here. And then when it's time to do the fringe, you want to use the yarn from the outside. Don't pull it from the inside if you can avoid it. The yarn on the outside will be much straighter and give you nicer looking fringe. What you've got on the inside might be a little bit more curly or wavy. So here's an example of what I mean. Nice and straight, not so nice. Okay, this one came out all curly. Nice and straight and very wavy over here. Okay, so I ran out of these colors from the outside skein, so that's why I ended up with a couple of these wonky ones that I don't like at all. So be aware of that. Okay, so keep watching. Listen for an explanation that I've got going on and an update on Crazy Cool Crochet, an update on myself. Keep watching, okay? Thanks. So here I am doing another sit down with you. I've got some explaining to do with this video, with this tutorial, which is not exactly a tutorial. I have to do things differently with this project, and I hope you stay with me because I'm going to explain what is going on here, what's going on with Crazy Cool Crochet, what's going on with me. So here's my situation. I am moving again for the second time in less than 2 years. So I'm in crazy mode, okay? In addition to that, I'm also taking care of my elderly parents, which is a lot of work. Takes up a ton of my time now. And so with this project, what I am doing is putting it out for you as a written pattern. So you can go ahead and grab it at my Etsy shop. And I will leave a link in the comments below so you can go directly to the pattern. Now, if you are a regular, or if you're new here, if this is the first time, you know, this caught your attention on the thumbnail, and I'm so glad you came. However, I need you to understand that 99% of my tutorials are line by line instruction. This one is not. So I do hope that you forgive me for this. I'm also doing a little experiment because I have been thinking over the last couple of months really of changing things up with this channel. The reason being, I have explained it over and over and over until I'm sure I have aggravated a lot of you. But just so that you are aware, this channel doesn't earn very much income revenue from my tutorials, from my videos. I hate to put out actual numbers, but just so you understand, if I make $200 for the month on YouTube, it's a good month. Which is a bad month, really. I am not one of those channels, I've said it before, who makes tons of money on YouTube. I'm not. And I've been at this 6 years. 6 years, guys. And you know, I put out quality tutorials. Okay, the early ones, maybe not so much, when I was learning and, you know, figuring things out. However, for the most part, I get a ton of really awesome comments. Thank you for that so much. I'm glad you are watching. That's another problem, however, the watch time. That is a huge problem with this channel, Crazy Cool Crochet, and YouTube. Because of the type of channel that this is, it's the tutorials. So people, you know, they see the thumbnail or they are subscribers and they get a notification and they come and look and they see the project and they're like, oh, that's cute. Maybe I'll try that someday. And they're gone. So they don't bother to watch the line by line because why should they? Why should you if you're not going to make it, right? Understandable. But with YouTube, the way they see it is, ooh, people popped up, popped on, got on, sorry. People jumped on and jumped right off. So they don't like this channel. So we're not going to recommend it. We're not going to push it out. So over the years, it's actually gotten worse and worse. For the handful of you that actually watched all the way through, I appreciate you so much. It's just not enough. Back to my point is that I've been thinking over the last couple months, I've got to do something different here. I can't keep doing all this work. Oh, guys, it is so much work. To put out the tutorials and the editing, the behind the scenes stuff. And then, of course, you know, the fact that I have to design the project and create a pattern and write out the pattern and do all the, you know, calculations for the different sizes and then do the photos, the individual photos. In addition to the YouTube videos, I also need separate photos for the Etsy pattern. And setting everything up on Etsy, for a while there, I was putting out weekly tutorials, new designs. When I could, I can't do that anymore. In addition to everything else I said, you know, regarding my parents, and guess what? Arthritis. Oh my God. So now, yeah, I'm moving my hands, you know, real nice and, you know, this doesn't hurt. However, my wrists kill. For like the last month, it's hitting in the wrist pretty good. And I imagine the fingers are going to come next. So there's no way I can do this weekly anymore. No way. So I know I've lost a lot of you. Um, I'm assuming because of the, you know, the numbers I see behind the scenes. You used to love to come on and see, oh, what does she got this week? And now it's, you know, I might go 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I put out something new. So, short story long, something's got to give, guys. Something's got to give. And so, for right now, it's going to be the frequency. However, I'm not going anywhere. YouTube is doing me no favors. It's just not. But I don't want to leave you all hanging either. So we'll see what plays out in the end. If you want to support my work, head over to my Etsy shop. Grab up the pattern. Thank you for putting up with me. I think my next attempt is probably going to be about 4 weeks, but who knows? You know, I might have a smooth move. Who knows? And I might be able to, you know, set everything back up and get back to work. So keep checking. I mean, don't wait the whole 4 weeks, just in case. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And, you know, hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I do come back. In the meantime, I hope you like this. And we will see you on that next project. Thank you.